Hello, welcome back to Factorio. I'm Darkstar, and we are continuing with our Angels and Bobs run. Now, in the previous episode, I went on a bit of an ADHD tangent and realised I can get robots quite quickly. I say quite quickly, there's a lot of processing to do before we can actually produce them, but we've got one of the ingredients already, which is the batteries down here. So they're just collating up there. We've almost got 300 of them, which is quite nice. Now, in between the episodes, I was looking about trying to get mineral oil. Now, we went through the different recipes and things like that, and one of the ways to get mineral oil is to mine or pump oil out of the ground, but there's none in the immediate vicinity that we can see. So we're going to leave that for now. We're going to do a bit of farming. To do that, though, we need a bit of research, so I'm just going to set those researchers up. And because of this, we'll need this particular research here. So we do need that agricultural science at some point. And then after we've done that, we should have fuel oil and we'll have mineral oil that we can use, which is really nice. Now, while we're waiting that to get set up, I'm also going to research plastic. I actually want to set some plastic up. Now, there's a lot of recipes for it, so I'm going to use Hellmod in order to figure out how much I want to make. So I'm just going to use this right now. Now, I don't know how much I want. I'm going to leave it as 4. For a second, which seems it's not a lot, is it really? But it'll do for now. So we'll need liquid plastic, and we're going to use that particular recipe there where we're using the propane gas. We're going to leave it at the monk ones, they're absolutely fine. And our option that we got is either using the catalyst for the naphtha. We don't have oil, so we can't use that. We're going to use this one instead. So we need 4 crackers, lovely. And we're going to need some methanol gas. And how we get methanol? Yeah, we're going to do the steam cracking of methane, which is fine. So we need 14 steam crackers for this so far. And then we need methane gas. And we're going to do this gas fractioning, which is fine. So we need 12 gas refineries. And then we need natural gas liquids, which we'll get from raw gas refining. So again, another 15 gas refineries. And then raw gas. And we're just going to pump this out of the ground. And we'll need oil and gas separators. We'll need 13 of them. And then just natural gas. We're going to get it from the ground, I think. So we'll use that particular one there. And we need 32 pump jacks in order to maintain that. That's a hell of a lot, isn't it? Okay. Alright. And all we need for this as an input is just some gas. We'll be voiding a lot of these. Now, ultimately, we're not going to be producing that much. I'm going to reduce this just down to 1. Because the amounts that we're requiring is just, it's a little bit mental, isn't it? Especially without production modules and things like that. We only need a little bit of plastic to begin with. So, I'm going to start making some pump jacks. It's interesting how the pump jacks are already shown as like a Mark II. I wonder if it's because they require steel. Is it like a visual indicator to us that they need steel? I'm just going to go down here, get some more. In fact, I can make 5 pump jacks, and there is 5 natural gas just there. So I'm going to make all of them. Cool. So we're not quite going to even reach 1 a second. But that's okay. I can deal with it. So we'll need a gas and oil separator. So we just need more steel here. That's fine. Let's grab 1,000. And how many did I say I wanted? I wanted 4. Don't really need all 4, do I? I've already realised we don't have enough for making those. And then gas refineries. We need 7 of them. Yeah. And then for steam crackers, we need 4 of them. Ooh, need some more of these. Got enough bricks. Is it bronze? No. It's not circuits. Steel? I mean, I could try and craft some and then find out. Oh no, it is bronze. I don't have enough bronze. It requires 32. It requires quite a bit of bronze. Let's put these up. And how many did I say I wanted of these? 7, right? Oh no, 4 steam ones. Okay. There we go. I remember we need 2 of those, and then we'll need 1 of these, and that's everything we need in order to make plastic. Now, other things to bear in mind as well is we are going to need storage. So I'm going to use some of these. I quite like these Angels versions of the gas tanks. So I'm going to craft maybe 5 of them. I'm also going to craft a fair number of flare stacks and maybe a clarifier. Say maybe a clarifier. Obviously it's in my production queue. I may use it. But we have a few resources that I can't really, that I can use, but I don't know if we've got too much of it already. No, we don't. So I'm not going to clarify it. That's fine. I think maybe put the gas production around here. I think that makes sense. Then we'll just pick it from there. Let's grab another garden. Thank you for the garden. Do I have any more grenades left? I don't. We ran out of grenades. How sad. Right. Where's the pump jacks? They're right here. So let's place these down. I think we'll have the tank somewhere around here. So let's... I'm just going to do... Oh, there we go. Okay. And then we'll go up here. I like places to walk around, you know? Even though I've got squeak through on. Still even might do that as well. Still using these small ones. Do you think it's time to start with the new versions of these power cables, I wonder? Got an easy way to grab stuff. We've got steel here, steel, copper, and iron. It's all really close. I mean, it's right there, isn't it? Let's do it. Cool. I'm gonna do it. Let's produce how many? So these require iron rods and copper wire. You require iron rods and copper wire. Alright. I think ultimately we'll need 4. So if I go make another 5 like that. Yeah, I think this will be enough. Let's grab all those. So we'll have garden processing there. We'll get the fuel oil and the base mineral oil. And then how do I turn it into lubricant again? I can't remember. Oh, I need the residual gas. So let's not vent all of that then. Okay. So, I think what I'll do... I'm still thinking of how I'm doing this. So I'm going to... Let's say we make the small ones here. Yeah. And I'm going to pick up here and drop to there, so it's got the steel that it needs. I think I'm going to place one here as well. Yeah. I'd like a... Oh, the new tab. I was wondering, where was that notification? Hey, you don't need to tell me about these. I already know. Okay. This is going to be the sticks. Where are sticks? There. Cool. So we'll do that and that. So you can be the big boy poles. But you need to pick up some iron from here. And we need to pick up some iron from here as well. Yeah. So the only thing we're missing now is wire. So what I was thinking is maybe having one of these, like a undergroundy thing like that, and just do that. And then what I could do is do that, and then do that as well. We can then place a couple of these around, I think. And we'll do maybe 2 stacks of each. Now that's super tight. Do I need it to be that tight? I really don't. I even need to build electric poles in order for this to work properly. I'm just going to place these down. I could have just done the even distribution thing instead. That would have been easier. Let's do that. Place you in there. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do that. Cool. We'll place you over here. Is everything powered? I just need to connect up now. We'll use the boring ones again. It's working. Kind of surprised. It's really tight. But yeah, that'll do. But yeah, I want some of those. I'm sure it's interesting watching these videos with me. It's I'm like, let's do this. Let's start the process. We've just crafted all of these. We're going to start placing them down. And then I'm like, ooh, I need to do this. And then immediately that takes over. Okay, apologize. We shall place this here. So imagine there's going to be times where this process just stalls. And it's nice just to have a backup, isn't it? we have done that. We need to do the oil and gas separators first, which is these here. I think what I'll do is do a gap of 1 in between them, and that way I can place the medium power poles. Only really needs those. Okay. Now let's bring the gas over this way. I think what we'll do is just do that. That'll do. Okay. I'm going to have one of the big power poles from here. I'm going to go up this way. We just need to connect this to power. This isn't going to stay here, by the way, because we're going to have these additional rail lines come through. So we're now getting gas out of the ground, and we're using this natural gas separator. Now, we have gas condensates. I don't know what to do with those. Can I do anything with those? So it's used in heavy gas fractioning. Okay, that's nice. Can I do anything with them beforehand? Anyway, let's get the sulfuric acid wastewater, or the sulfuric wastewater even. We're going to bring this down, because this is what I was thinking about clarifying. There we go. We'll then place... I'm actually going to produce another one of these. I'm going to use the oil tank, because if you've got gas condensate, it's condensed, right? It's a liquid. It's no longer a gas. It doesn't feel right using the gas tanks. Does that make sense? Makes sense to me, at least. We'll do that. Use 2. I like the colour green, though. And we'll go up here. Just put it in there for now. So I've got nothing else for it. And then I want to do these 3. We now have the raw gas. Lovely. Step 2 complete. Okay. We then have to use a gas refinery. We want 4 of these. And again, I'm going to use this, I think. Yeah. Want to grab some more of the power poles. In the meantime, while I'm walking down, let's craft ourselves some modular armor. That'll equip it to me. And then an extra line. And where is equipment? Combat. But it's like personal equipment. No. Okay. Do I need to research it? Because we can. So I was looking at things like this, wasn't I? Oh, I need to research a few extra things. Okay, so glass, that's fine. And it was the silicon processing, wasn't it, down here? Oh, I might have to do something with it. Cool. How do I do monosynth silicon? I need... I'll set it up there. Yeah. Still want to research you, though. I didn't even go down and grab the power poles that I wanted. Needs some kind of shock collar, you know? I'm like, no, bad Dark Star. Okay. So I'm going to put these in my trash slots. I don't want to use wooden poles if I can help it. Yeah, it's still processing, which is nice. How much raw gas do we have? 18,000 so far. Nice. And we'll do it to here. Just do the same process as before. And we're going to use that recipe. Okay. So we get the natural gas liquids, which is nice, but we get all of this acid gas as well. I'll be honest, I have not decided what I'm doing with the acid gas. I know I can use it for stuff. Then again, because it's natural gas liquids, I'm going to have to use one of these. Okay. So as soon as I have silicon, then I can research solar energy and grab portable solar panels, and then I can grab exoskeleton equipment. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. We'll do that. No, we will not. We'll do that. No. Yeah, so this is processing now, which is nice. Alright, and the next step is another gas refinery. At least on a set of them. And we're going to do that. Okay. Now we need another one of these. Plus we're going to get all sorts of stuff. Let's get rid of these first. So we'll do this one first. So this is butane. We'll do the middle one as well, which is ethane. And then the very last one is propene. I just need a little bit more steel first. Oh, steel's here. And one more of these. I've done that part. We get the electric boiler. That could be useful. Put it at the beginning. And that way I don't have to fuel it with anything. I knew I was going to place it in the wrong place. Right. Electric boiler got. Nice. So we need to make 62.5 a second. And how much does this make again? 60 a second. Alright. And if we use the electric boiler, which is where? Down here, okay. Yeah, I might craft 2 of the pumps. So next thing is to place 3 of the steam crackers down. So 1, 2, 3. And this is going to take the methane and turn it into methanol. And this is where the steam will come in. And we'll do the steam, I think, over here. Yes, we'll just place it there. Got our electric boiler. It has an output just like that. And then with the 2 pumps, did I create them? Let's make them now. And then we can place these here, power, and you there. Steam, okay. Why is that got water in it? There we go. We also need another one of these. So this is going to be for the residual gas. Oh, and we also need one for the methanol. So, in fairness, it shouldn't be one of those, it should be one of them. Residual gas like that. And then we've got one of these for the methanol, because methanol is a liquid. And then we need another steam cracker, just like this one over here. And you're going to take... okay, so ethylene. What does ethylene do? We'll figure it out. So methanol and steam gives us the propene. Of course I put... oh, right, let's swap it. There we go. Love that new feature. So for when I get things wrong, which I often do. I mean, I don't need to say I often do. You've been watching this. Do that. We bring this down. Okay. Nice. We are gonna bring this over here. So this is where the residual gas is going. And now we have propane gas. So we've done that one, and we've done that one. Now, we could make one of these. I don't really see much point because we're going to be utilising it so quickly. But hey, why not? Let's do it for the funsies. What I find strange about making plastic this way as well, this is one of the more straightforward setups, which in and of itself is just wild. And then we're going to place this here for plastic. So you're going to make liquid plastic. So we're going to have something like that. And it's going to do that. And then for now, we're just going to place it in a box. Let's place one right there. One right there. And we're now making plastic. Not very much. It's mainly because we'll be waiting for this and it's just not produced particularly fast. So I'm going to leave this to do what it's going to do. But there's going to be things like these gas condensates. Now what do they do? Let's figure it out, because things are going to back up ultimately. So we can't do anything with the crude oil. We can mix it later, I suppose. But gas condensates, where are you? So we know how we're getting it, but it's used in heavy. So we can't do that one because we don't have the science yet. We don't have that. And we don't have oil for that. So ultimately it's going to be avoided. Cool. So we'll leave it to do its thing. So we can make plastic. Now, in the meantime of all of that, we have now got the researchers to make all of the different things I want. I'm going to make 2 seed extractors though. I'm going to make 1 seed extractor for processing some of the gardens I've got in order to get that plant life sample, and 1 to actually make seeds for farming. So I'm going to change this one to swamp garden because I have a swamp garden on me. And hell, why not? Let's do that one as well. Because they take ages. These are like 5 minutes. So that'll give me time to get all the stuff I need, including the soil. Ooh, hello. Let's pick up the gardens. I've got 4 of them here. Let's drop 1 in, because I don't want to process all of them. I'm going to go to where the wood is. And I'm going to grab some of that sweet, sweet soil. Pick some of these up. I think we might need to find some to sapphire ore there. I'm gonna get it from here where the coal is. Okay. Interesting. I'm just gonna do that. So how many farms do I want? Now I quite like multiples of 4, as you've noticed. I tend to go for like 12 quite a lot. Maybe 8 quite a lot. So maybe I go for a number similar and maybe go 12. 6 on either side. Sounds nice, I think. So what I will need is so 10 is 150. So I've got too much, so that's fine. What else do I need? It's steel, isn't it? Oh no, it's bricks actually. I don't have a lot of bricks. Let's grab the bricks. Let's just do that. Cool. So craft all of those. So you two, then can you put this all back, guys? Might make another one of these. Upgrade these makers, you know. How's the processing going? Yeah, it's still quite slow, isn't it? Okay, we're almost there. Lovely. Let's upgrade a few of these. It's quite slow. It's a lot of soil. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so I've got the 12 farms. Now, once I place them down, it's going to ask what I want to grow. I already have something in mind. So, I think we're going to go over here. I don't want to be too far away from this setup because we've got so much mud here as well. Mud is one of the products I will be taking advantage of. So maybe let's go here. I'm just going to place them just like that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, normally I just do the 3, but we also have an input as well for these guys. Nothing found yet. Alright. Why? Do I have to say what I want to farm? See. Thought I could just get it from this, you know. That's fine. So we need to be able to process them, but we need to be able to grow them first. So I think we're going to do the desert farming. Is it the desert farming? No, it's not. It's the swamp farming. And we're going to grow this. So viscous mud water, easy, we can grab that. Getting the seeds, really straightforward. I even have 5 of the Elendilomelone? Elendilamone. Perhaps I'm pronouncing it wrong. Anyway, and once you've got enough endilamone, you can process it into nuts. And then the nuts, what we're going to do with that is the research I was trying to do earlier, which is this one down here. you can process nuts into 50 vegetable oil, and then you can filter it. We've already done that filtering process, haven't we? So yeah. We need to change the recipe then. It's going to be that, and cue that, put that up here. We can get viscous mud water. I'm going to just get one of these seafloor pumps. So that's exactly what we've been doing already. Yeah. So we do this and it gives us viscous mud water. And I think what I'm going to do is not make the pipe kinky. And do exactly the same here. Ooh, I don't like that. Okay. Let's go back down here. Almost there. We're almost there. I think it gives me 32 of each. No, sorry, it gives me 16. So I get 32 per one. So it's fine for this one. I'll get 32. But annoyingly, it requires 40. Really hear that, you know. Just give me a quick second. Okay. Just bear with me. Okay. Sorry about that. Was a wee bit distracted there. So I've got 3 swamp gardens, so I'll just need to process all of them in order to get the other 40 for the actual processing of stuff. Hopefully I'll find more gardens later. So there's some recipes where you can turn gardens into gardens and grow them essentially. Let's look at these over here. So it is that recipe. This is a better one. You know what? I'm going to do that. Do that now. I've already got those. I'm okay with getting some of these because I actually do want some mustarado seeds. So I'll need those later. I'll wait until this research is finished actually. Come on. Come on. Yep, still no seeds. It's fine. I'm going to change the recipe here though. But I'm going to pop one in there. So I'm just going to keep processing them until I get some of those mustarado seeds. It's so important. But I've got these 32 alien plant life cycle. And would you say this is technically my next science? Is that going to be on the thumbnail of the video? Who knows? Yeah. You have them in. We'll be able to research swamp farming. But yeah, I want to be able to research mushroom farming, which is this one here. But I need these mush torado seeds first. Yeah, because then with the mush torado, we can process that into spores. We can get the alien goo. Okay. Come on. How much plastic do we have? I'm just curious. 280. And to make robots, yeah. I just made the one robot. Where would robots be? I feel like it should be that, because there's a symbol of a robot there. Yeah? So this is where I can make the robots over here. I just not researched it. Yeah, the construction robots. Let's search for it. Oh. They are there. Oh. Okay. That's fine. So I had 280, which means I could have 140 construction robots. It's fine. Cool. So yeah, module kits, really simple to make. We have this research now, so I'm going to do that swamp garden, and then I only need one of those in order to get the alien plants on samples. Okay. Back up here. Also going to go to this over here so I can get the rest of the Elendelimone. 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 Yeah, that's how you should say it, right? I feel comfortable with that. Put you guys in there. I don't need you guys. But these are the seeds. So I do want those. Now, I do have loaders ready. Cool. Alright, so I'm going to place you right here. And we are going to go this way. Alright, I'm going to go up here. We don't want any undergrounds if I can help it. Nice! I wasn't even trying to do that. Okay, so I think we'll have the inputs come this way. I think that makes sense. So it will need mud that way, but it will need the seeds the other way. Elendelimone. I know I shouldn't keep saying it, but I want to. And this is where the Elendelimone is going to come out. Feeling really positive now with that. Alright. So, we need seeds. So how are we making the Elendelimone seeds? So we need a seed extractor. So we'll make one of these again. So I think what I'll want to do is also have some kind of storage unit. So maybe like a silo. I think that makes sense. So we could have it right here. Does it need to be that fast? Probably not. But then we can place the seed extractor right here. You know what? I'm going to place it right there. That's fine. And you're going to make the endolemania seeds. And then we're going to have it output at some point in order to get processed further. Now, let's place these down. So you guys need mud, the seeds. I've already got the water. Lovely. So I'm going to do you. Yeah. You. Let's make those down. Then we're going to place these the other way. So I don't think this is particularly fast. We've only got the basic farms. So drop them a little bit further, please. And I'd like you to pick up from a little bit further away. Perfect. So we're going to do this. I do love a bit of symmetry, not gonna lie. And what we'll do is that. So we're gonna have the fast inserter go pick up from here and drop there. When we get it to pick up from here and drop there. Yeah. Yeah. That seems about fine for me. We also need to connect this up. So let's do that now. So let's place the endolemania there. Maybe get rid of that for now. So now it's starting to make them. It's going to struggle to pick up because we don't have a lot. If I do this, I'm hoping the first few start the process. Yeah, so we can see we're starting to grow some now. And we get about 40 to 50 endomelani. So, yeah. There should be enough seeds to get this process started. We'll keep an eye on it though. Because there's no point in extracting any of that just yet. We're still getting lots of water now, which is really nice, and producing the other materials. Okay, let's go back down here. Do you think we've got any mushroom seeds yet? I don't think so. Nope. Let's try you again then. And just wait a couple more seconds to get you out. Should have the rest of what I need. Is there any other things I need to do? Yeah, I don't need any of these, that's fine. This is where we can get more plastics, I think. You can also use nutrient pulp later. What do I use nutrient pulp for? Let's have a look. To get raw vegetable oil by, yeah, pressing nuts. Yeah. Why am I thinking about that then? Oh, because I get nutrient pulp as an extract. So what do I do with that? So if we look at nutrient pulp, so it's used in some recipes. Biomass refining. Okay. So we can make more fuel oil if I really wanted to. Ooh, that's really interesting. I'm not sure if you can see, but it can't be voided. Ah, because if I come to like propionic acid over here, yeah, I'm sure it can be used. So we'll want to process it out. But no, ultimately we could just use that. Get rid of it that way. Anyway, thank you for those. Oil pressing. Right. Yeah, I'll wait for it to research. So in order to process it into nuts, I'm going to need a bioprocessor. I think I only need one. I think we need more coal. This is not looking good. All of this for mineral oil, you know? It's looking pretty good though, isn't it? I'm wondering as well, if I get, I don't know, a chest, and I could potentially do that. Yeah. For the chest right there. And maybe get it to fill maybe 2 stacks. That way we've always got like a good supply of it. I don't know why I'd be paranoid about it. I'm gonna limit this as well to maybe 4 stacks. Anyway, maybe we could use more of these. Who knows? I'm gonna go up this way, I think. And we'll have... Thank you. Could we do fishing? Maybe look towards it in a bit. We'll research. But yeah, I wanted to make one of these first quickly. Thank you. And we're going to go this way, like that. We do that and process this, please. And we're going to get nuts out of this. Now, normally I wouldn't place the fast inserters like that, but I'm thinking I might get more bioprocessors. So we're making quite a lot, aren't we? I think these are processing a lot faster than I thought they would. Yeah. One of these steel chests. And let's put... Right, no. Let's do that. That way I don't need to use another thingamabob for it. You know what? I am going to produce one more. Farming seems to be quite successful, isn't it? Nice. So I'm going to need some oil presses, I think. So how much? So I mean, we're making 16, so it's going to be 32 every 4 seconds. And you guys process raw vegetable oil 10 every 4 seconds. So I think 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is my math right? Anyway, we'll figure it out. I don't want any more researchers for now, please. Alright. Anyway, I think I do want more researchers because there's lots of things to do later. Energy accumulators will be really nice later. For more power. Do I need rubbers? I don't think so. If you're from the UK, that sounds a little bit wrong. I will need to process these at some point. What about the other water processing? Now, the only reason I'm thinking of that is with the hydro refining. If I start to wash that, for example, I need to wash the chloric wastewater. Or do I already have the research? Can I already do that? Oh, I can. Cool. That's fine. Do you want paper? I mean, I could. I mean, I should. Yeah. Make some paper. So we'll do some more algae production. We'll do the chlorine and that. Maybe a bigger tool belt as well. Oh. So yeah, we're getting plenty of nuts. Again, we'll just do 1 stack of them. And then I think what I'll do something along the lines of placing all 4 down this way. Let's process nuts. I'll have it go this way. And then we can do that and that. Then we've got the raw vegetable oil. Let's produce all 3 of them. And then what am I going to do with the raw vegetable oil? How do I do that again? Do I filter it straight away? Yeah, I do. Okay. That's fine. Come on, make faster. What is power? Not doing too bad. I wonder with the fuel oil, can I process that into anything? I think I can. I feel like there's like fuel blocks, a bit like solid fuel in base game. Yeah, the enriched fuel block. 50. And we can burn it in regular things. That might be nice to get rid of the excess. So let's research flammables for sure. Where are flammables? Hello, flammables. Where are you? right there, right at the top. Anyway, okay, so I can then place you in these guys. Alright, so if we are producing 50 every 4 seconds with one, so 200 every 4 seconds, so making 50 a second, right? Let's go to you over here. So every 4 seconds it requires 100. So how I'm reading that, I just need 2, right? I need a few more things like steel. What a big shot. Why is it when I'm working over here it's always dark? I'm just gonna do this. Enable this if mud is in the water bit, right? Yep. It's greater than 400. Because this has gone down a fair bit. And we need wood more for we need wood more than we need the oil right now. Okay. Steel. That's it. Well, look at that. We're completely backed up on steel and iron. How amazing is that? I love that. Right. 1, 2 of you. And I think I'm going to make 40. That's going to be reasonable. Especially if, seeing as we're only using 2 of them. Now, we are doing the fuel oil here. We'll need access to coal. So, do I move this down here perhaps? I think so. Okay. Let's move up a bit higher. Okay. And we set it to that recipe. Let's flip these around. Ooh. Needed purified water as well. I did not notice that. But that's fine, because I can get purified water from just down here. How fortuitous. No, I might flip these around slightly. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit more clever. And we do that. And we'll grab fuel oil from wherever I find it. Let's put the water down that way. Yeah. Cool. There's always going to be a supply of that. We've got that making it as and when we need it. Okay, so they have the water. We'll get this to go around. Nope, not quite. Do that. 1,000 plastic. Nice. Ah. Let's do that instead. Thank you. So, I didn't realize I'd run out of inserters again. Some of them. Run, 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 run. This is why I kind of went on that ADHD thing of where I'm like, what's silicon? So I need to move faster. Right. Let's grab you guys. Yeah, we've still got plenty of belts and stuff. Let's craft all of those. Right, let's expand this slightly. Only because I'm going to split it. I'm going to do that. Down. Up. Down. Up. Okay. And then we're going to split it like that. We're going to go up. Yeah. Yeah. Let's move up. And across this way. Let's make one of these red ones. Let's fur it. Let's do the rest of these as well. So, they're going to come in this way. We only need the one. We'll put in what we need, so the coal filter frame. Thank you very much. So, we'll output them just like that. We'll take the inputs from over here. Yeah, we'll do that. We need to filter the empty filter frames out. And then we can do that and that. Offset it so it's on the inner side. And then pick these up. Yep. Then we can do all coming in this way. And put you there, you there, you there. And then power this up somewhere. Let's filter this to be you. No, other way. Lovely. Ah, you need to go that way. Let's fix that. So you have everything you need except the raw vegetable oil. Let's fix that. think I'll go around the front of the steam engines. And yeah, do something like this. And hopefully it's not too long. I'm sure in fact the regular version of Factorio will be complaining about that. Hey! You know, pumping vegetable oil. And we are making things we need. Lovely. So we have the oil here, which is what we'll need to process. We've also got the nutrient pulp. Now I want to check something because I'm almost certain I can't void it. Almost certain. Better? Yeah, that's not going to void, is it? Okay. Does it go any higher? No. Okay, that's fine. So what are we going to do with you? Well, firstly, we're just going to shove you in a barrel. Because that's easy to deal with. And let's go to Factoriopedia. Nutrient pulp. So we can barrel it. There are ways to void it. There are ways to void it. Because what we could do is we could put it into a machine that uses it. And then change the recipe once it gets to a certain amount. Something else. And then once it's gone, like, put it back in. So it is possible to void, just rather not. What do you do with glycerol? I get glycerol. I feel glycerol's useful. Glycerol liquid used in nitroglycerin. This is why I thought it was interesting. Okay, biomass refining. We do own it. Gas refinery. Why is it in a gas refinery? Am I mad? I just don't think it should be in one of those. Anyway, let's produce 3 of them. And then I'm going to produce a couple of these as well. So it's... In fact, I'm only going to produce 1. Because the other one is liquid fuel. Which is what this is going to be processed from anyway. So we can use the nitroglycerin for things, I think. So explosives. So we can make those, which is all nice, but I'm thinking explosives 1. An explosive 2. Where's nitroglycerin coming into it then? Nitroglycerin. Used in making cordite. Okay. Alright. So what do we use cordite for? So cordite is used in making bullets. Right, shotgun ammo and just regular bullets. I don't make bullets any other way. I think I want to leave the researchers for a little bit. There's nothing else I need right now. In fact, these take time. So let's do aluminium. Let's do copper, lead, nickel, silver, zinc. And what else? Are we farming too? No, I think I'm going to take a break right there. So we've done farming, which is really great. I'm feeling pretty comfortable with that. We've also set up plastic as well. Yeah. And so in the next episode, we'll be processing the vegetable oil. What we'll need to do is build a couple of oil refineries, and then we'll be able to process that into mineral oil, and then we'll be able to process that mineral oil and use it for electric engines and then robots. We're almost there, guys. Next episode we will have robots. I'm so excited. But no, thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this episode, why not come across to the next episode? You take care.